Hey, this is not Burger King. You cannot have it your way.
That's going to break. Lindsay knows the risk of me and him hanging out together. We're in a sketchy barn doing sketchy stuff at about midnight. All right, plan B is to enforce plan A. You gotta watch this whole video, folks.
Why am I responsible?
Well, go on and sit down. I'm about to tell you.
I told you not to.
But you got a mullet, so.
Yeah,
And a mustache.
Yeah. We're over here throwing sparks, trying to build a fire. See a punch?
I hope what's in these drums ain't flammable. Hey, we're real in a pickle here, so if you like this type of stuff and you like seeing a disaster, make sure you stick around. It's gonna be a good video. Good morning, or evening, because you're probably watching this in the evenings. But we're at Rugged Mountain Ranch. Derek has drove all the way from North Carolina. Derek, you want to tell them where your buggy's at?
It's in the woods.
What'd you park over there?
Not at camp.
Not at camp?
Yeah.
Let's go see Derek's buggy. So that's what we're dealing with. And, you know, Derek drove 2 days to be here. And we're counting on you guys. If you're watching this, we've already figured it out. So stick around and see how the wheeling community comes around us to figure out the rest of this video. Because there's a lot of folks trying to help right now. So we're going to drink some coffee and just get to figuring it out. Because that's what we do.
Is responsible for what happened last night.
Why am I responsible?
Well, go on and sit down. I'm about to tell you.
I told you not to.
We'll sit down. Yeah, we got to talk. In this group, who all knows what happens bad after 5 o'clock?
I warned you, but I told you no. I told y'all. I said, y'all really gonna go out this late on the first day?
But
yeah, we're gonna run. I was like,
But
no.
you knew.
And no. And I specifically, I've told him multiple times, do not run Tackett Creek the first time.
We didn't.
Do
We
not.
didn't. We went in there and just were looking around.
We did. We was
off.
looking. We
We're
wanted to
not
just.
just looking around. Y'all
We went to
second
look,
half
and
of
then Derek said, "Yeah, pull on up in there," and then the wheel came off.
See? You see? Do you see?
I see. I saw.
But-
I see and I saw.
I see where Derek's going, and I think that
Yeah,
this
it's
all
Lindsay's
kind of
fault.
falls back to Lindsay.
She should have chained
You
us to a
didn't
tree.
listen.
You didn't dispute us leaving here.
did.
You didn't say it was a bad
You
idea.
didn't
Excuse
try
me?
to stop us.
You even
Philip.
sent the offspring with
Don't
us.
you lie.
She even sent the boy with me. Y'all saw Ivy Branch. You saw. Well, Lindsay left me and the boy and Derek unsupervised, and we have done it. Lindsay knows the risk of me and him hanging out together.
When you know things are bad, you need to take more decisive control.
I do know that y'all don't
Like-
listen. I've been married to him for 10 years. He don't listen if I push too hard. I just made the thing, and then you got to make your own bad decisions.
And now look what that got us.
Well,
Hey, this is a good time to address something. If you follow this channel and you think, man, Derek is the worst wheeler in the world, why do you hang out with that guy? You're right.
Right.
But no, in all honesty, if you're an OG, then you know that his last rig, we were at Windrock together, and that is a ex King of the Hammers. That thing participated in King of the Hammers 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
Finished once. It was fast, it was loud, it was point and shoot. So everything that Derek's doing with this rear steer car is just entirely different. And Derek can wheel a lot better than my videos make out. But obviously I just show
I'm
you
good
all
for
the
the
goofy
content,
stuff.
y'all.
Yes.
Trust me. Yeah.
You'd be shocked at how much stuff we do that's just not on camera.
I'm actually compensated. That's what y'all don't know. I'm compensated to come out and get y'all content.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
That's
Well,
why I'm in
who's paying
Oklahoma.
you? And that,
Yeah.
I want to be paid.
All right.
All right, the off-road community is awesome. We posted all that yesterday. It was just like, we snapped some pictures. This is broke, it's getting dark. This is tomorrow's problem. Woke up, had a lot of people trying to help us, and there's a guy driving 6 hours with a pair of Knuckles that has high steer already welded on it and everything. So that guy's bringing us the parts. We're gonna go make sure there's nothing else that we need, and then once it gets here, we're gonna go put the parts on right where it's at. And we just need to find out everything that we need so we can hopefully only come back in here one more time and drive this thing out of here and hopefully keep wheeling and save this week.
I think I got a pair of vice grips in my toolbox. See, I got tools, Philip.
You got tools? Man, you are
Watch out
growing.
now. Watch out.
Oh, there's some wisdom in that gray.
And I don't have big tools. My big tools are in the camper.
This fool gonna pull out some needle nose pliers to get a steering
but-
arm off.
Oh, look here.
All right.
Look at this pipe wrench we got on here. Gorilla wrench. Look, now we can go.
I think we have everything we need, or we know of everything we need. And we're just waiting on this random dude from the internet that reached out who's delivering a pair of Knuckles to us. We're gonna go back. Derek's got to run into town. Gonna go to the Horrible Freight and get a Sketchy jack and some other stuff. While he's doing that, I'm actually gonna stay back and do some editing for you guys. Make sure you like this video and stick around. We're gonna be back fixing this in just a little bit. All right, change of plans. I am not gonna stay here and edit. Me and Derek are going unsupervised into town. We gotta go to the Horrible Freight. I have the lunch of champions thawing out on the dash, and we gotta go get some parts. Got you a sandwich, another sandwich. That one got some meat on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Got that fancy red. All right, so this is Randy, and he lives right here in McAllister, Oklahoma. He's working on his rig to come out to the ranch in a few days. He saw the post, he reached out, he had the heims that we needed. We just picked those up, and we're gonna go back and put this thing together. All right, so we have got the parts. They have arrived. This is Chris. He drove 5 hours?
5.5, I believe.
5.5 hours, all the way to Rugged Mountain Ranch to bring us the Knuckles that already have Artec high steer welded onto it. We got some extra bolts, spacers, and we're gonna get this thing figured out. So stick around. Leave a comment thanking Chris for doing this and saving mine and Derek's week here. You paying attention?
Oh yeah. That's why I'm over here not saying nothing. Oh, a big damn.
All right, folks, so I'm sitting here editing this video that you're watching right now, and I want to jump on here and share two things with you. One is going to be how Chris lost his leg, so don't click off this video just yet. If you don't know, me and my family sold everything we own, and we live in a camper. We tow the rock crawler that you see on this flatbed in the background, and we just go wheeling all over the country and a lot of other adventures, and we share that right here. So hit subscribe and check out the channel. Chris here reached out to us on Facebook from a post that I posted up and drove so far, and it became apparent when he showed up that he was a pretty skilled guy. He was moving around really efficiently with these tools. He brought snap-on tools. That let me know right away that this dude wasn't playing. We watched him move around here and realized, man, we probably need this guy's help. So that's when Derek says, hey, you want to go down in the woods? So we put this guy in the buggy, we take him down in there, and I gotta say, Chris, one of the coolest people that I ever met. I mean, he had a terrible accident that changed his life in 2016. He was in front of a 7-foot tall ag tire that was being inflated, like a farm tire. And he said he was 30 feet in front of this thing when it blew up, and it took his leg off. It almost killed him. It kind of messed up his speech. He's had dozens of surgeries. He was down at 2% of his blood left and almost didn't make it. He's in constant pain 100% of his life. He just don't let it get him down. And he is an awesome guy. I really enjoyed the time that we had with him. He's building a buggy right now. And I've told him, hey, when you get it done and you want to go to Rugged Mountain Ranch, you let me know. I'll drive back out here and we're going wheeling. Chris, if you watch this, it was a pleasure to meet you, buddy. We're forever grateful for the help that you give us, and we can't wait to wheel with you, buddy.
You don't want to go in the woods, do you?
Like I said, I don't have nothing to do until Tuesday sometime morning.
You just got to promise not to get caught up in a rock, man.
I fall down all the damn time.
It's up to you, man. You know how this thing goes. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, yeah.
The quick will be right back, not goes
Right.
as planned.
3 days later.
Yeah.
But let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it.
It's gonna get.
All right, it's recovery mission time. If you stick around this channel too much, then you probably remember Roland from Moab. Oh, we had a good time out there. Now we're back in his backyard. Chris that brought the ball joints and his one-legged self. We're going into Tackett Creek, so stick around and watch this video because we're gonna get this thing out. I got a buggy full of tools and a crew full of guys ready to get some stuff done.
Made it 10 minutes, we're already trail fixing.
Yeah, 10 minutes in, we're trail fixing on the way to a trail fix. So Nick has full hydro, his orbital's mounted on the frame, and it's using the factory column. It just pulled the U-joint out from the firewall from some flex in there. So we're gonna get that buttoned up and then we're gonna continue on to hopefully button Derek's up.
It's probably gonna be pretty tight. We got beer can shimming here, look there.
Yeah, we making our own shims here. There's some trail snacks here that we found. Shimming it up to make it extra tight so we don't have to stop and deal with this again, so we can still get to Derek's buggy.
And I still have 6 hours to drive back to Kansas City.
This dude's driving back to Kansas City tonight.
I might end up taking me a cat nap.
This is what we call a temporarily permanent fix.
You better put it on your Facebook so in a year it'll give you
Yeah,
notification.
to remind you. I can't believe you got out of the buggy for this.
I swear, dude, if I'd have
Should
brought my
go
tools.
further.
Hey, we're like a blister. We show up when the work's done. That's my superpower. You just wait. I'm gonna drop it between these rocks right here. We'll be winching that 6,000-pound rock out of the way. Yeah, pipe wrench might.
Ready?
You can try it.
No.
Ow. Yeah, but you have a half-inch drive, anything other than the impact to go on there.
I do.
You can leave it on the high lift and pull on it.
Bam.
Don't matter.
There we go.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Put that back on there.
That's good.
It has to go on there.
3/8 drive?
Yeah.
That's
Shut your
going to
mouth.
break.
Hey, this is not Burger King. You cannot have it your way.
That's going to break.
Y'all
I'm
ready?
good. Yep. Why don't I go get that breaker bar I got and let's use that cheater pipe and maybe we can get it loose?
All right, so we brought the one-legged guy out here, Chris. He's super awesome. We're having a really good time, but we cannot get the ball joint eliminator loose. Roland and Derek went back to camp to get a torch and a bigger breaker bar and some more things we need. The sun's going down. We're swapping over the stuff. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to film this as good as I'd hoped. We're working on it. It's pretty humid, and I sure would appreciate a breeze right about now. But it's one of them things, man, we just got to get it done. It's hard for me to film it and everything. So I'm gonna just come back whenever we got some action. The DeWalt would not do it, so we got the Milwaukee and some heat. Got the Milwaukee on 4. You ready to do some business now?
Man, it ain't got no choice but to come out.
Something's gonna
Something's
give.
gonna give.
Leg it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, baby.
I just smell the red Loctite getting hot.
Yeah.
I smell the red Loctite get hot. I know that smell.
Oh, I smell it.
Yeah.
It's cooking
All right,
hot.
let's let it. Hey, we got some water. We can cool it off.
Yeah.
Do we want to quench it like that? We may have to reuse this.
Well, most of the work's done for us halfway around.
Yeah, let's...
All right. Be careful, that's gonna get hot here in a minute. That bushing's got to come out. But see how big that hole is? And look at the ball joint that goes in there.
Yeah.
That's I don't think we have no choice but to put this back in there.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
All right, but that's okay. We got it apart. We can clean this. We can take that ball joint out and we can weld this on there and we can come back tomorrow morning and put it together. We have the knuckle off.
Yeah, that's it.
And the pieces that we needed. I mean, that was our goal to come down here and do.
And we can get back
work
at a
this
decent
evening in
time
the
and eat
shop.
some dinner.
Yes, we need to bring both knuckles and this smoking piece right here.
Dip that smoking piece in the water.
Yeah.
Let me hold that wrench.
Yeah, just put it in your pocket. Huh?
Right there.
Derek,
All
how
right,
you
put your
gonna
hand down there
drop
and see if you
the...
can find it? It's cooled down by now.
Derek done dropped the most important piece of the whole operation.
Who's hitting my nuts, man?
All right. So, you think it went under there?
Yeah, I'm positive it went under there. Yeah, that's it.
Got it. Around here. And we want to cut the rest of the weld around here and knock this broken piece of casting off. And then we'll dress it. And we'll burn it in as hot as we can, dude. I mean, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
See what it's doing.
We got the knuckle to a point, but we have to go weld the ball joint eliminator in. So we're gonna go back and do that at camp and deal with this in the morning. So we'll see you back at camp. Gentlemen, what are we doing right now?
I was wondering where that camera was. We're over here throwing sparks, trying to build a fire.
See a punch?
I hope what's in these drums ain't flammable.
No, that's like,
We have ignored them.
that's straight up
If you
Roundup.
just ignore it, then it can't be flammable.
You don't taste the Roundup?
Yo, I taste it. I taste the Roundup. Yeah, this.
No, because I got a set of Knuckles on the way.
You already telling Dave to get you some beefy knuckles?
Yeah, I can't not be ready when somebody calls and says, you want to go wheel? Oof. Nah, just beat it in.
There's no way that's beaten in.
You want me to show you?
There is no way.
So how do we
We
open
got
it
the
up?
reamer.
I have the reamer, but that's only for the steering.
That is like a significant amount. Where's the old ball joint?
Oh, there's a lot that's got. Dude.
That's a
All right,
lot.
we're gonna put this in a drill and machine it with a flap disc. Oh, it's meant to be a sketchy. Am I filming right now? Yeah, look at this, like where we're working right now.
Kind of concerning though. I never had to machine one of these down.
Yeah, I don't
fit
know
in.
why.
Channel locks.
Yeah, there's some channel locks.
Let's channel lock something here so this spins, and then we can sit here with the flap disc and turn it down.
Yes, yes. The same way people turn down a 14-bolt ring gear by putting it in the housing and letting the flap disc be what spins it. We're gonna spin this thing and turn it down, turn it with a flap disc because it's not fitting in this hole. And we don't know why, and we can't worry about why. We just need to worry about making it fit.
done.
This is only half of the sketchiness you're gonna see in this video, so stick around. Hey, lighten up a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why are you quitting?
Well, you're gonna have to get her. You're gonna have to get her, man.
Quitters
I
never-
figure if we get
Try it. See where we're at.
Quitters never
Yeah, I
win.
didn't
You're
want
gonna
to
have to really take some meat off of that thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Oh, you can't make this up.
Someone's gonna comment out there how we're doing this wrong.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
And they all have never been to the Rugged Mountain Ranch.
We are out here, son. We are making do. Kobe has just machined the thing down. We've been taking turns spinning the thing on the ball joint to machine it down to fit. And we're going to do some practice welding. And if that works, we're going to preheat it on this old rim in this old rickety barn. And we're going to put this together. And this tombstone welder here that sounds like a rock tumbler. So we don't really know if it works. So practice weld determines our next move. Man, you know, is it?
See what happens.
Yeah, it's about to blow
Watch
up.
yourselves.
Hey, when was the last time you used one of these old tombstones?
Honestly, 8-10 years.
Yeah.
But you got a mullet, so.
Yeah, it's guaranteed.
And a mustache. Derek drove 2 days to be here. We're working so hard. We're going to get this thing figured out. And we're going wheeling. We're going to, we're good, we're good. We're in a sketchy barn doing sketchy stuff at about midnight.
Oh, that looks real good, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's been
That's fantastic.
it's been probably 8-10 years, dude. That ain't bad.
All right, let's preheat her.
That ain't bad.
We're going to set it up on this rim. We're going to set it up on this rim next to all these barrels of some chemical. All right, we're getting her preheated. We are gonna make this work, man. This is epic. Kobe's from Florida. Man, we wheeled together in Sand Hollow. Back in Utah, hung out for a little bit. He went and stayed in the same area as I did and had a blast. Man, we're making this happen and we're gonna keep wheeling.
That thing is glowing.
All right, we got her cherry red now.
You ready?
Yeah, do it.
A little bit on an angle. Think be all right?
I don't know, is it it with a hammer while it's all hot and get it seated? Not too late.
I think she is what
All
she
right,
is.
so in there, burn her in, boys. Woo! Yeah, burn in.
Yeah, that looks good.
All right, so it's like midnight now, a little after.
Way past midnight.
Derek ain't never been up this late in his life.
Man.
Usually in bed by 8:30. We're gonna let that knuckle cool down, and we're gonna go get a good night's sleep, a lot of coffee, good breakfast, go put this thing back together. We'll see y'all in the morning. All right, so it's the next morning. We made it back out here. Last night was full of sketchy shenanigans to make some things fit. But we got here and realized the ball joint eliminator that we welded in last night has no threads, gone. So we're gonna cross thread a nut that we found on the ball joint eliminator pin bolt. You got the nut on there?
No, we can't get it through yet.
That's right, so you're trying to make it pull through?
Yeah, we're trying to just make it. Can we tap this with a hammer? Like, I don't want to hit this thing though. Let's see. How can we get this thing off?
Oh, the hex head?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a bear. It's been hammered in there.
Yeah.
Because we beat on the top of that thing and mushroomed it a little bit.
All right, hang on. All right, try impacting that.
Yeah.
We have a breaker bar.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I wish we had that Milwaukee.
Do we have a breaker bar?
This is the first time the DeWalt's let me down, but I'm like, if that's enough, I wish I had a Milwaukee right about now.
Oh, it started? Oh, she started.
Yeah.
It's making. And this one's broke, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were trying to loosen it. You might get a little bit out of the Titan. Easy now.
That might not be good.
I hope we could get that out of there. Oh, yeah.
Good?
Yep. Hopefully that's going to give us a good way to winch over and elevate the buggy so that we can get this knuckle and tire back together.
Instead of me doing it, I just reamed it a little bit. I say we put it back up and let's see if it goes. Keep reaming?
It needs some more reaming.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just keep reaming it and have to weld it or something like that. And
We didn't even know it last night, but when we pulled the bolt out here on the trail, we had to heat it up and everything, as you saw. It wrecked the threads in the eliminator that we welded in last night, and we didn't know it till this morning. So what we're trying to do now is ream out the hole a little bit and purposely cross thread the bolt in there to see if we can just get out of here and then get up there and we'll throw a weld on it.
It may be going back to camp right there.
All right, plan B is to enforce plan A. So we got a convincing stick and we're just gonna convince it to fit. Now the only thing is, hammering it, we'll mushroom it where we can't get that back in there. So we might want to set a steel, we got a piece of something.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Because that's why it fits tight. So we gotta, I think that would deform.
Worse.
Yeah. I wish we had a little piece of steel plate. Now that.
We don't need that castle nut. That was for what?
No.
The old ball joint.
Yeah, that was the extras that we brought.
We just got a whale on this thing.
All right.
It just went.
That moved a lot.
yeah,
Hit it with
ready?
that impact again. Right, whack.
Oh, there you go. She's coming out nice now.
This is one of those permanent trail fixes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We got one more.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, let's see if we can.
Yeah.
Let's try this.
The Ugga is out of Duggas.
Oh. That's all right.
How's that feel?
Not good.
Yeah.
Well,
I can feel it over
I don't
here.
want to break. I don't want to break.
I
this
don't
bolt.
think that's
No.
gonna break.
Don't let that thing go.
We're still past it. We made it past it. If you tighten the
Knuckle
lower,
doesn't have
no,
a lot of play.
here's the dilemma now. All his strength is on that bottom ball joint nut now, holding the knuckle.
Oh, it's
from
taking the weight because this
it's
ain't
gonna
seated.
move. Yeah. When we get back,
Yep.
we could cut a shim and put it in here, and just tack it here so it
Yeah.
can't fall, and then weld it all up in here.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he'll be good. I wouldn't use the rear steer all weekend. Just let it be a drag axle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's going to be its strongest position
Yeah.
right here.
Let me see if this will tighten it all. Oh, I think that's a good fix until we get back to the barn.
Yeah.
We just gotta tighten that lower ball joint and tack that lower ball joint nut probably 2 later on, because that's really our saving grace.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa. For Derek's buggy.
What are you running, like a Dana 35?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Dana 44.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought that was that Dana 20.
27 spline?
Yeah. Small.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Now, unit bearing.
Oh, look at that spider.
Why did you
God.
flick it toward me?
God, turn this
Flick
off.
it right toward me.
Is that correct?
Yep.
What's it doing up there?
It's
Good.
just compressing my suspension.
I have the brake on right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey folks, we can't record and do it all. Just picture us putting this tire on. All right, all back together. We're heading to the barn. Off he goes. Off to the barn for the permanent fix so we can wheel again. But there's a passenger in my buggy that I didn't account for. Can't be having that guy coming up in here. All right, so we drove it out problem-free back here to the barn. We are getting the brakes figured out. Derek has these nylon lines with quick push-on footings. I was hating on them, but they're actually pretty nice. No rear steer. We're gonna leave the high steer arm here in a single shear, but we're gonna weld to the truss for the ram and just weld it, like to help it out. No rear steer, period. And I think we're gonna be ready to wheel. And we're also gonna weld the bottom of the ball joint eliminated. It'll be real fun cutting that out when this has to be repaired at home, but that is not my problem.
That is a permanent home.
It lives there now?
It lives there now.
People been wheeling here for years, man. Could you imagine the stories this old welder could tell? Hey Dave, I don't know if you watch my videos, but I hope you have fun cutting all this out for Derek. Shout out to Oliver's Driveline and Gear, who will be making the final repair on the
Yep.
I can't hear you over my air conditioning.
Hey, it's a good thing you took that rooftop tent off before you come out
I
here.
left it on, and the canoe.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're stuck wheeling with a JK till we get this dude back to the mall here. So we just crushed that trail. I wasn't able to film it for you, but we worked so hard for 2 days. We just wanted to wheel. So we got out there and we got it done. But we just got back and Derek actually cut a tire. We didn't know it till we got here and saw it flat. We got some Sketchy Jack stuff going on and a leaking tire. You know, if this was the trail, I'd plug the tire and roll on. But we're here at camp, we got a spare. Fix that one the right way from the inside back at home. We're gonna swap this out and we're gonna keep wheeling. I just got denied right here where Derek's at. I've made it before, but it was dark and the trail's changed since then. Oh, that's it.
That was a nice little car.
Oh yeah, Kobe, you got some wheel homies that wheel hardcore. What do you want to say to them if they were to see this about Rugged Mountain Ranch?
This is the hardest park I've been to.
Yeah,
Hands down.
It's awesome. We cannot explain how amazing this park is, and we've probably saw 20% of it.
Yeah,
maybe
out of,
30.
What did you say, 3,500 acres?
3,700 acres.
Holy smokes.
And it's just, there's so much more potential here. So if more of you would come out here, support this park, come use it, it'll just grow and get better and better. Hit the subscribe button and stick around. Colton just dumped his rig.
Bad reverse right there, I'm not gonna lie.
Not good.